because Messi and Kun Agüero are like brothers somehow.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense to me that Barcelona brings Kun and Messi leave. I think and I hope that Messi for sure will stay at least one more year in Barcelona.
Drama sepak bola Spanyol selalu menyita perhatian kita semua, baik di klub ataupun tim nasional. Dan hari ini Akurasi TV kembali lagi kedatangan sahabat kita, representasi dari La Liga, Senyor Rodrigo. Apa kabar, bro?
Apa kabar? Baik. Kamu?
Kabar baik. Always traveling, ya?
Yeah.
Still traveling.
Now a little bit less.
So hosting?
Well, things are good. Season is over. We have new teams in La Liga for next season.
Yeah.
Think people will go back eventually to the stadium, so it's good already to see the fans now in the Euro. Hopefully next season in the different European leagues to watch the football again with people on the stands. That's
Okay.
good news.
So the very good news is the attendance will be start to
Yes,
fill in, eh?
for sure. At the end, football is the sport of the people, right? And
Yeah.
it's important to have them there, and even the players are always talking about this. They have been missing that. So hopefully this season all go back to normal slowly and progressively, but all will be there.
Okay, that's good. So let's discuss about the La Liga, the last season. I think it's like still, it's not normal season. I think it's
Yeah.
like the spirit from the player will be is not back normal. But I mean, it's like how do you see after Atletico Madrid secure the title?
Well, I think, as you said, first of all, it's been probably one of the most strange and difficult seasons that people, working in the football industry and working in different leagues has been through.
Yeah.
Of course, because of the corona. But in terms of, let's say, analyze the sport itself, right, the
Yeah.
football itself, I think it's interesting, always to see different champions. We know many people think and say that La Liga is just Real Madrid, Barcelona is like a duopoly, but it's good to see clubs like Atletico de Madrid winning the title, clubs as Sevilla rising until the end of the
Yeah.
2-3 match days, fighting against the title as well. Have clubs like Villarreal winning the Europa League. I think it's good that we show to the world that we are more than Real Madrid and Barcelona. We have good football players, we have really good football clubs, and I think this title won by Atletico de Madrid is proof of that.
Okay, so what is the key to Atletico Madrid successfully beat the domination? I can say like that. The Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Well, I think first of all is the consistency, right?
Okay.
On the same project, on the same idea, led by Cholo Simeone for sure. They have a very interesting way of playing football, and I think they kind of evolved with that Atletico de Madrid a few years ago who also won the league. They were more more defensive,
Yeah.
and now they play more offensive. They play well. They have players like Joao Felix with Luis Suarez for sure scoring goals every time, Carrasco. They have a solid team. They have a more offensive player on the up front, and I think I would say consistency is the key to the same model, football role model of Cholo Simeone, with basically also some of the same players, and I think that could be one of the keys. At the end of the day, the league is a consistency game, right? You have to play a lot of matches during the season, and the regularity is the key.
Yeah. So now we are discussing about the player, especially the transfer story. It's always interesting with La Liga. I mean, it's like the latest is Kun Agüero. I think it's like definitely will come, and also the from Dutch Memphis Depay also signing for Barcelona. But I think it's like what kind of this story that you expect from this transfer for La Liga brands itself?
Well, I think there is few things to consider here, right? At the end of the day, no matter what, Real Madrid and Barcelona will be always Real Madrid and Barcelona. And why I say that? Because that means that every football player in the world, somehow, they want to play for a club like Real Madrid or Barcelona.
Yeah, correct.
So that means like indirectly in La Liga, because of that, we will have some of the best players in the world, right?
Yeah.
And that's something that every summer, fans from La Liga, followers from Real Madrid and Barcelona, they have the huge expectation about, okay, who is going to come now this summer, right? I think, and I hope from a personal as professional perspective, that hopefully this summer will be the summer in which Mbappe finally comes to Real Madrid.
Yeah.
That could be probably the biggest and the best surprise we can ever have in Real Madrid and La Liga. But as you already know, Barcelona, it's been reconstructing the team. I really think that with Laporta as a president, new president of the team, of the club, they will step up again. They will organize internally, all the debt, the business side and everything. And they will, be on roll again in a good path. And I deeply think with Laporta they will do that. And Real Madrid, again, they brought Ancelotti again after Zidane left. And I really think they will be, some surprise coming in form of big names and big players.
Okay. So do you expect the big names like Mbappe or Haaland also sign for those clubs?
I expect and I hope so. I also expect that probably you will ask me later, so I also will bring that to the table, that Messi stays in Barcelona. I think that bringing Kun Agüero is a right move because Messi and Kun Agüero are like brothers somehow. So doesn't make sense to me. Everything can happen, right? But doesn't make sense to me that Barcelona brings Kun and Messi leave. Because at the end of the day, they are like married. They are like brothers. So I think and I hope that Messi for sure will stay at least one more year in Barcelona.
Okay. So currently, things like until now, Messi hasn't signed a contract. But we don't know until this content will be uploaded maybe next week. But things like he just won again, like for the... I think it's like the fifth season for the top scorer. He surpasses Alfredo Di Stefano and also Hugo Sanchez. This is amazing. So, can be guaranteed also for Messi to stay in Barcelona for next season. What do you think?
Yeah, I really think and I really hope so. I think that, as I said before, like having Kun in the team now, having one of his best friends from Argentina in the team could help him to be again one more year. Also, to have Laporta as president, as new chairman of the club, I think will help also Messi to get on board with a new project, with a new idea.
All right. So we already discussed Atletico de Madrid, Barcelona, and now Real Madrid. But they have, I think it's like trophyless without trophy. It's like for the first time in 12 years. This is amazing. So, and Zidane also left. And Sergio Ramos also. So what do you think for the next season for Real Madrid?
So Barcelona was playing Atletico, Real Madrid was playing Sevilla at the same time and within 3 points of difference. That's something historic. And that's the competitiveness that we want in La Liga. So, of course, Real Madrid, it's one of the teams that they always have to win titles, right? Because the fans, the followers, they demand, they request titles because they are... claim to be the best team in the world and the best team in best football club in the world, right? But that always saw that football in Spain and in Europe is getting more competitive, and I like that. As a football fan, I like to see Real Madrid or Barcelona going to play Betis, going to play Mallorca or Espanyol next season and struggle, right? Because I don't want to watch 5-0 against all the teams. I really want to watch this competitiveness, and hopefully within the next 2 to 5 years, because I always remember that this is a mid or long-term game, right? Football is not a short-term game. I hope that we will be able to see new clubs winning La Liga rather than Barcelona, Madrid, and Atletico de Madrid. And regarding Zidane or Sergio Ramos, well, I think Zidane already has been the head and the the main coach of one of the best, if not the best, era of Real Madrid. I think somehow he believed is the end of that era, and I think it's time for us to look forward, right? And I think Ancelotti is he also saw a few years ago that he's really capable of bringing titles to Madrid. So I think he's one of the best persons who could lead this project. And in terms of Sergio Ramos, what I could say, first of all, no one knows still where is he going. hopefully, and this is just my opinion and my feeling, he will maybe go back to Seville.
Wow.
I really hope he will stay in Spain and La Liga.
Yeah.
But also I know for sure he has other options.
Yeah.
PSG and other big clubs. But in terms of Sergio Ramos as Real Madrid player, probably one of the most iconic captains of the clubs, and for sure he will be remembered for forever. So I think it's we just can say that we have been lucky to be able to watch him playing, not just defending but scoring so many important goals for Real Madrid. I still remember the Europe final against Atletico, minute 92.
Yeah, amazing.
That's Sergio Ramos. It's not just about defense; it's about what he means for Real Madrid.
The typical leaders.
Yeah,
Nice.
He's a leader.
I think it's like. From my side, I always also trying to focus with another club, the others from the giants. I mean, it's like Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico de Madrid. I like the one, but makes me very sad this season is because I like the spirit of from the Eibar. After 7 years, they stay in La Liga in the top league, but it come to the end, they relegated. It's sad for me. But I mean, it's like, can you tell us also who's the promoted club for next season?
So first of all, about Eibar, they are one of those underdog teams that everyone likes. I still remember, I think it was 2-3 years ago, we brought Gadin and Eddie Broccoli to Spain, and they were to Eibar. They went to Eibar. It's a small village, a small town in the north of Spain, and they were playing against Real Madrid.
Yeah.
So
the stadium is only 20.
The stadium
small,
is really, really small. I think it's around 11-12K.
Wow.
Yes. And I remember Gadin and Broccoli were there, and Eibar beat 3-0 Real Madrid that day. And I remember Gadin and Eddie with the Eibar jersey. They were crazy. They were enjoying the fans. The craziness of that day. Yeah, it's a pity, but I think they have a solid management. They are also consistent. They do things properly. So I will not be surprised to see them again in First Division soon. And as for the 3 teams that has been promoted for La Liga this season, we are welcoming for sure Espanyol, who was the first team to be promoted, Mallorca, and now this week recently Rayo Vallecano from Madrid.
So I have also is a good the fact from last season, Inaki Williams. Yeah, because I watched also the commentary, Eibar and this player, Inaki Williams, has now appeared in every single for Atletico Bilbao in each of the last 5 seasons. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Never missed any single game in the last 5 seasons. So what do you think about this player?
Well, first of all, that shows the commitment that he has with the team. And I mean, like a super physical strength, right? Like no injuries, no problems, always there, always ready for the coach, for the team. That's quite surprisingly, because at the end of the day, all the football players, the professional football players, they train to don't be any injured or anything. But at the end of the day, they are injured because they are all the time, all the weeks, forcing their bodies, right?
Yeah.
And that's an amazing fact. And that also saw, Athletic de Bilbao, they have this philosophy, internal philosophy, that they just use or grab players from the area of Basque Country in Spain. So it's even more interesting for a club like Athletic always to be there, to be fighting against the big clubs, to be fighting in the Copa del Rey and everything. So it's really, really interesting and really interesting data.
All right. So I think now we discuss about the national team. I mean, it's like, what do you think about the national team of the Spain? Since I mean, it's like most of the players also still very young. Also, Pedri is doing excellent. Also, what do you think about national team right now?
Well, I think in football there is no short-term success.
Yeah.
Somehow you can have short-term success. It's not that you cannot have it, but this is a long-term game. I always say the same, right? And I think Spain, after living one of the golden times of football in the history of football, winning Euro 2008,
Amazing.
World Cup, and Euro in 2012, we need to regenerate the players, the team, everything. So I think and I believe we are in that process.
Yeah.
I also think, and if you ask me, my opinion is like, I will put you a simple example that now everyone is talking about it. Italy. Everyone now is, wow, Italy, they are playing so good. They are winning 30 matches in a row. They don't receive any goal. But if you see the last years of Italy, well, it was also being a little bit complicated.
Yeah.
But because they were doing this kind of regeneration process, I believe Spain now is doing that regeneration process. Having said that, at the end of the day, this is football and we are talking about Spain. I remember back in 2010 when we started losing the match in the World Cup, and at the end of the day, we won. Many people in Spain, outside of Spain, they were, oh, where is the tiki-taka? Tiki-taka is dying. And at the end of the day, we won Holland in the final, right? So that's the thing of football as well, it's unpredictable. But if you ask me, we are in this part of our regeneration process of the players, but you never know. At the end of the day, a national team like Spain, it's capable of any kind of good action. So I would not say that we are not probably one of the teams or national team who will be able to win this title.
All right. So trust the process, right?
Yes.
So how about Indonesian?
Well,
it's tough question.
Yes, but at the end of the day, I love to follow the local league that hopefully is starting soon.
Yeah.
This season. I also follow Indonesia a lot since my colleague and friend Luis Milla was the national coach of Indonesia. I like to follow Indonesia in the qualifiers, in the Asian Games, in any kind of matches. And at the end of the day, I think it's also a matter of time. Indonesia is a country in which you have many inhabitants, many persons. So at the end of the day, the bag of players that you will be able to have access to is crazy.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of, somehow create like a own methodology or an own style of football and work from the grassroots and be loyal to that. I mean, no matter who is coaching, no matter who is leading the league, the federation, there is as we said before, and I think we start the podcast with this word, right? Consistency. So I think no matter who is the leader of the team NAS in terms of sport or management, but you need to create a system, a philosophy of game and development, and be consistent to that. And at the end of the day, the results will achieve and will be there, right? Because I deeply believe, and I always say the same. I'm worried to say the same, but there is talent in Indonesia. There is a lot of talent in Indonesian football, but somehow the local institutions, the local bodies, also the players, the coaches, they all need together to step up. Forget about any kind of differences, and at the end of the day, think about, hey, this is Indonesia. Let's put all together Indonesia in the football map, step by step. First of all in Southeast Asia, second of all in Asia, and for sure, why not to dream about a potential World Cup qualifier in the next future years, right?
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, Rodrigo. It's
Thank
been
you.
a pleasure also is to discuss La Liga with you, and then it's like we will wait another interesting season for La Liga.
Please, for sure. Hopefully this summer we will bring some good news and players to the table.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Stay safe.
Thank
Bye.
you. Stay safe.
Thank you.